Well, good afternoon as
Good
it is now.
afternoon.
You threw me that then. Normally morning.
It don't take much to throw you.
No. Good afternoon, welcome back, thanks for joining us again. Got my goggles back on, I can see.
Yay, finally,
Hey.
stop mourning.
Yeah, I can see now, happy days. Anyway, if you cast your minds back, for the last 2 weeks of vlogs now, we've been putting out just a little series of the cost of our cost of living and working on a narrowboat, and then how we got into narrowboating.
Yep.
And taking a look at the hire boats, and we said we'd give you a guided tour, so we're going to show you Lady Brian, the insides of it. You'll have seen bits and pieces over previous vlogs, won't they?
Sorry, I'm just watching two birds of prey.
You'll have seen bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you watch any of our lives on Facebook, you'll have seen most of the workshop.
Yeah.
And Cheeky Tuesday, you'll see kind of like where we sit on the sofa. Yeah, so you'll have seen bits, but we'll try and give you a bit more of a tour. I thought it was actually going to be cold today. It's windy, isn't it?
It's windy, but it's not cold.
Yeah, it's not cold. It is windy though. Ooh, listen, that wind coming.
I think we're sheltered quite a bit where we are.
Yeah, it's coming from up there, and there's a huge embankment up there, see, so we are quite sheltered at the minute, which is good.
We are getting a bit of it.
It is just coming round now. Here it comes.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as it sounds.
I wouldn't want to be in the open with it, put it that way.
No.
Anyway, it's making me feel cold listening to that wind, so shall we go in and have a look at Lady Brian?
Come on then. After you.
Okay then, after you.
Okay.
To you, to me. Right, so we are inside Lady Brian. The other side of this door here, sorry if I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at making sure I can actually do it. Lose the other side of the camera, but we didn't think how we was going to film it with both of us, did we? So anyway, the other side of that door, that's the engine bay. Don't really need to see what's in there because
you've seen that many a times with our broken engine.
Yeah, with the broken engine, you've seen what it's in there. We've got a full-size freezer in there, which people have said, you know, where do you keep a full-size freezer on Lady Brian? Well, let me show you.
A full-size freezer?
A full-size freezer.
I didn't know we had a freezer on board.
A freezer? Did I say freezer? It's a full-size freezer. It's a 12-volt freezer too. But that's where it is, just the other side of this wall. But it's just an engine bay, and for us it's kind of like a garden shed, isn't it?
Yeah, everything gets put in there.
Yeah, paint tins, spare parts for the engine. I've got my bike there. Yeah, all sorts, and an engine, funnily enough. So, this is the galley, and yeah, excuse it, it's ready for decorating. It's been ready for decorating for 2 years, hasn't it?
No, we did paint it when we first moved on.
Yeah.
It was a greeny colour.
Yeah, it was green, and we put this yellow on, which, to be honest, maybe wasn't the best choice of colours. I don't know. It shows the dirt very well, and the dogs like to jump up at the door when they're going out and scratch it and get mucky paw prints up the wall and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm not convinced that yellow was the best colour. So, we're going to redecorate. Lou wants to go back yellow.
Only because we've already got the paint.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not bothered about that. But I mean, when it's like this now and it's bright, I mean, it's lovely. It does make it feel bright and airy. But I'm not sure. If you've got a better suggestion of colour, drop it in the comments box. But not white and magnolia. So, we have down there, we've got the cooker. Yeah, basically everything that you would imagine we've got in. We've obviously got the sink, the drainer, cupboard up there. Our Mr. D's thermal cooker. I've got the laser engraver out. I do my laser engraving on here because it's a nice flat worktop, and we can take this window out. These windows open up, but we can also remove these windows, so they become a fire exit if we need to. But yeah, any fumes come away. through there, and that's basically it. You know, you've got your cupboard storage is your thing, and a nice big pantry cupboard, and that's our kitchen really in a nutshell. It's a small kitchen, isn't it really?
Yes.
But we can do everything we want to do in it. We have a Houdini hatch in the kitchen, which is great because it's more or less right over the top of the cooker. So when we're cooking, we can open that Houdini hatch, we can get the heat out in summer and vent it as we're cruising along, and it also lets all the steam out. Shadow's not happy that I'm talking and he's not on camera. He's literally just in front of me.
He's being gobby.
But yeah, that's basically the galley. So
Sorry
yeah.
guys, I'm just on Amazon looking at wipeable wall paint.
Wipeable wall paint. So there we go. Let's move on. Which is, when I say move on, it's literally just there. And we'll go into the saloon. Right, I had to cut it there because we have a gate. You can probably see it there, and we can put that across that gap there, and that stops the dogs getting in and out the kitchen. So yeah, we can keep that up so when Lou's cooking and things like that, they can go there. Normally at this time of day now, you can see the birds are here. That's where the birds stay overnight and spend quite a bit of time. But they will go on that worktop there, and then they can see out the kitchen window.
I love it.
And they absolutely love it.
Calm down, sweetheart.
So we're in the saloon, so let's have a look. We've got some tatty drawers down there that are starting to fall apart. They were now the use and ornament, weren't they?
No, we need new.
Absolutely. They're like a canvas bag, which is fine, but when you pull the bag, it starts to bore the front out, and then they start looking awful.
Yeah.
They look nice, but what a rubbish design. So they're going to go eventually and find something new to put in there. Shelves with some keepsakes.
And my books.
Matt books, Lou's books. I've got one of my special tiller pins, a Lancaster Bomber tiller pin.
I bought you that for Christmas, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, all sorts on there. Down this side behind us, we've got our Morso Squirrel diesel stove. There you go.
That needs blacking.
That does need blacking. It's not as bad as some I've seen, but yeah, it needs blacking.
Because it's been winter, we've not been able to black it.
Yeah. So let's swing round. I don't know how we're going to do this. It's quite, as you see, Lou's down here. We've got the couch, which is a sofa bed barn couch. Which we're not happy with, really, are we?
No.
It kind of fell apart. The mechanism for folding it out into a bed fell apart after about... Oh,
We've never used it as a bed.
we've never used it as a bed, but we do store some bits and pieces underneath, but we'll get round to all that later. But yeah, the mechanism fell apart for it after about 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
And the cushions have gone, and it's just... Yeah, so I'm not overly impressed with that. So that's probably something else. We are thinking of maybe going to captain's chairs, aren't
No, you were thinking of going to captain's chairs.
we? Yeah, but then you sat in one and you kind of fell in love
Yeah,
with it.
but
then.
no, I'm thinking, where's the dog going to sit? Because we've got the sofa and the dogs sit on the sofa.
Yeah, it's quite a large sofa. They are quite a large sofa.
We all fit on this, whereas
yeah.
captain's chairs, it's just me and you.
Anyway, let's have a further walk up here, and then we can see we've got some wall art, which is, yeah, it's okay. As you can see, it's a yellow theme all through. It's yellow and grey. Some curtains are made, which are just a temporary fix. We need to make some new ones. When we get time for all this, of course, I'll come here where it's a bit lighter. You can see behind us, we've got the TV on the wall. That's a frame TV, sits nice and tight to the wall. It only sits about that far off the wall. It's brilliant.
We had to put it up there because of some certain lady, didn't
Dogs
we?
brought the other one, so...
No.
Well, River brought that one. We've got some dog toys, TV cabinet there.
There's dog toys everywhere.
Yeah. And bits and pieces, as you would expect. Most boats are going to be exactly the same as this. I'll sit down. Oh no, River's going to jump all over me. We won't sit down, we'll try that again. Right, so onwards to this part. So we're kind of like heading to the dinette part of the living room saloon area. Lou's got a... What are these? Are these a money plant or something?
It's a money plant that my friend bought me for my birthday.
Yeah, you got your birthday. And I've growing some succulents. You see them? Some succulents and try and grow them.
Mine's bigger than yours.
And again, bookcase, map books, interesting books.
Pictures.
Yeah, pictures, whatever. I think we might need to turn a light on over here actually because... Yeah, there we go. It's a bit dark in this corner. Because we don't have any lighting. Lots of wall, but no windows, which is a bit frustrating.
No, because you've got the 2 windows there, the window here and the duck hatch.
Yeah, it really could do with, like, say, another window there and a window there would have been ideal, really. But there, hey-ho. So, dinette area, sewing machine. This is where I do the sewing. It's also our packing area.
Yeah.
It's also a desk for putting the laptops on when we're doing work on that. It's kind of a bit of everything. And all the packaging stuff, printers and boxes of material and stuff are there. And that's basically it in a nutshell. Let's go this way and we'll see if we can get a look down the boat. But that's it from dinette right through.
I do apologise for Shadow, he's got it on him.
Yeah, he's got it on him today for some reason. So that is the kind of living area of Lady Brian. Right, so welcome to the workshop, which is a very tiny room. So you can see I've got drawers with materials and bits of material stacked everywhere. Some storage up there. I think this originally would have been maybe another bedroom, looking at it with some, you know, over the top. It's got these lights down readers, so I think this would have been a bedroom at one point in Lady Brian's history. But now it serves as a workshop, so we've got all sorts of tools and equipment. Obviously the workbench, which is looking a bit untidy at the moment. We've been doing some jewellery making. So I've got tools organised on there that I use on a regular basis, leatherworking stuff there, jewellery stuff there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We've just got lots of tools, drills, pillar drills. Yeah, exactly basically what you would expect from a workshop. But it is about... Oh, that wallpaper's come down. Well, that's getting tucked down anyway, so that started the job for me, because we're going to replace this wallpaper once we've decided on a new colour scheme. So yeah, the workshop is literally 6 foot. So it's 6 foot from the wall that side to that one. So it's basically a what's 6 foot? 1.8 meters, something like that. So it's a 1.8 meter square room. So there's plenty of room for me to work in here. I do all my pen turning in here, I do all the leather work in here, I do all the jewellery making in here. The only thing I don't do in here is the quilting, which for the cushions, which I do on the dinette table there, and obviously the blacksmithing, which is done outside. So yeah, everything in here, every little ounce of space is used to store all the raw materials that we need to make everything that we need to sell. But that's the workshop. So if you haven't seen it before, that's it. Not much to it. Well, people always wonder about Lady Brian, saying it's a bit of a TARDIS. It's just very well packed. Right, next room. Bathroom. As you can see, sink, mirror, toilet, shower. Big 900 quadrant, I think they are. Nice big shower. Loads of room. And a nice sized bathroom. I mean, it's small, but Lady Brian is walk-through, so this is a walk-through bathroom. Now, some boats don't have a walk-through bathroom, and they have like an on-corridor bathroom. So basically, what that means is you've got the door there, And where are we? So from there, all the way down here is just a corridor. And the door would be here. So from there, basically the whole width of what my shower is would be the width of someone's bathroom, and you've got to fit a wash basin, a toilet and a shower into that space. But with a walk-through bathroom, we get all this room. So that's why we like the walk-through bathroom. It will have its downsides if you've got guests, because, you know, the bedroom is that way, the rest of it's that way. So if you've got people staying, you know, you have to make sure that there's no one in the bathroom. But no one ever stays with us at Lady Brian, so...
We've only ever had one person.
Yeah, we've only ever had one person since we've had the boat.
Well, two, sorry.
Two people have stayed over other than us on Lady Brian since we've had the boat, so it's never been an issue for us. But yeah, that's the bathroom. Needs redecorating, just like the rest of the boat really. But it's always a winter job. But then when winter comes, we always seem to be busy, unfortunately, for the boat. Not for us. But there we go. Right. Swing you round. Next room, that way. Let's go. And here we have the boudoir. Bedroom. So, this is the bedroom. Exactly what you would expect from a bedroom, to be honest. We have a super king size bed, which is huge. And you can see the bedroom is quite large. Yeah, I mean, the super king size bed looks dwarfed. We've got probably, I've got a metre or so here before the door. So the door's there. And then we've got the bed. So we've got loads of room this side of the bed and loads of room between there and the front of the boat. So I mean, yeah, it's a very, very big bedroom, this one. Clothes hung up on a rail over there. You probably saw we've got coats hanging up there and things, and that's pretty much it. You can store under the beds. Under the bed's got storage and drawers and all sorts of compartments, so we get lots of storage there. And there's a set of drawers underneath the rail there, and there's a set of drawers there behind me. And if you haven't seen it before, that's our battery powered TV. Charges up when your inverter's on or you're running your engine, mains power, that'll charge up, and then you can disconnect everything and watch telly for 10 hours on battery power. So yeah, brilliant piece of kit. What else have we got in here? Oh, we have another duck hatch in here, which is really handy. To have a duck hatch in the bedroom, especially through summertime. When it was 40 degrees, we were quite lucky that the duck hatch was on the canal side, so we could open the duck hatch and just let all that beautiful cool air in. And you can sleep with it open when it's on that side as well, and it just makes this bedroom so cool. It's quite nice. 2 radiators in here, one up there, there's one just under the duck hatch there, and that's it. You know, it's a bedroom. What do you expect? It's got a bed in it. What you probably have noticed is everything on Lady Brian is kind of freestanding. We don't have any built-in shelving, built-in wardrobes and things like that, which possibly isn't the desirable thing for some people, but for us it was perfect because we can put our own stamp on it, and I prefer to have the open space rather than confined with lots of wood. Again, I'm not overly sure on the fuchsia pink walls. We didn't pick them, that was already on Lady Brian, and that was the first thing we was going to paint, and to be honest, it probably is growing on us a little bit, but it will get changed. To what? We don't know. When someone down that end of the boat who's on a higher pay grade than me decides what colour it's going to be, then we'll make it that colour, won't we? So that's the bedroom. Got a curtain up there. All that's behind that curtain is the doors to the front and out into the well deck, which, you know, there's nothing for to see there really, so that's it. But that is Lady Brian. Right, so there you go. That's Lady Brian, or the internals of Lady Brian, in a nutshell, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It isn't to everybody's taste, granted, but it's what we call home.
What we like.
Yeah, and she's going to get redecorated. There's a lot of things we need to do, we know that, but we're spending our money when we can on the important things like getting the power situation sorted and getting the engine repaired and things like that. Cosmetics of putting a bit of paint on the wall isn't high on the list of priorities finance-wise at the moment. And when we do it, we want to do it properly. So that will all come in time. But this is probably what you normally see with any kind of walkthrough video. But what you see is not always what you get. Now, as you know, we are traders. And we don't just sell online, we sell at festivals and markets and pop-ups and things like that. And people always say, well, where do you keep it all? Did you see it?
Nope.
Now it's time for the reality tour.
Sure.
Tour. Shall we give him a reality tour?
Go on then.
Come on. We'll go for a proper explore this time. Yes, we will. Right. So the first part of the reality actually starts here. The kitchen. Well, that's the kitchen. The birds have gone back in there now. This is it. Underneath the sofa is a lot of stock. So a lot of the stuff that's already made up, ready for being sold, is all boxed up, bagged up, and is all stored underneath the sofa. So that's one place that we hide stuff. Now, secondly, we've got the dinette, but if you look under the dinette, we've got bags, we've got boxes, there's crates, you can't really tell from there, but there's boxes, bags and crates, and basically everything underneath that dinette is all stock waiting to be sold. Underneath the seat of the dinette area there at the back is all shelved out. All those shelves contain stock that we have for selling. So basically, you can see we're basically up to the height of the arm of the chair. Everything right up to that wall is stock. Everything underneath the sofa is stock. Let's move on. Follow me. No editing. Straight through. Back to the workshop. Oh, hello. From floor to ceiling in the workshop, we have bags of stock. The workbench is always kept free. These are all our cushions. All the cushions that we sell are all made up and all have inserts in them. The only place we can store them is inside these bags. These live in the workshop. Every single morning we have to take these bags and we go and put them on our super king size bed, and we stack the whole bed up with bags out of here. There's all sorts. There's not just these. Down the back, if I can do it without doing that, you'll probably see there's boxes of leather here and all sorts of raw materials that can't be in here when I'm working or when I'm filming. So this is literally floor to ceiling with raw materials, leather, materials for everything that we make, and finished products like this. Every day we have to go and put it on the bed, like I say, and then at the end of every day we have to take it off the bed and restack it up back in here. That is the reality of being a trader on a boat. But it doesn't end there. Follow me. You know that nice big shower we have? Yep, it makes a really good storage room. So we have our maiden for drying the clothes on. That down there is our twin tub washing machine, because we do the washing inside the shower, because we can use the hot water from the shower head and the gulper for getting it away. But inside here as well, in this bag, we have cushion inserts, and we've got bubble wrap for packaging. Every time we want to shower, we have to empty all this out. Again, we can put it into the bedroom while we have showers and then clean up, and then you've got to put everything back. This is the reality of being a boater. So, there you go. That is what you don't see. On a trade day, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
Upside down on trade
It
days.
is a nightmare. Everything from under here has to be dragged out and obviously took outside and set up all down the side of the boat. Everything from underneath the couch, stuff out the bathroom, everywhere, all comes out so that we can trade. And yeah, that's the reality of it. At the end of the weekend's trading, we get to put it all back, and then we can try and get some form of normality. But yeah, on a daily basis, we have to empty the workshop out, move it to the bedroom, move it back, just so we can work. It is what it is, but that's how we fit everything inside Lady Brian. All the racking that goes down the side of the boat and all the display, that's all stored in boxes up on the roof.
There's a song there somewhere.
I'm sure there is. We're not getting no copyright strikes though.
I wasn't going to sing because it'll rain.
Yeah. And we keep our raw materials up there, so all the horseshoes, anything we use for blacksmithing is all kept up on the roof as well. And obviously on board we have the anvil stand, the forge, workbenches, generator. We have all that as well. Yeah, so she's a very packed boat, but we love her and we call her home.
Yep.
So now that is the reality. So when everybody says Lady Brian is a TARDIS and where do you fit it all, well, now you know. That's where it all fits. And it is a bit of a task every day to...
It's a task, more of a nightmare.
Yeah.
But
to move stuff around. But if we weren't trading, we wouldn't have any of that. If we didn't trade at markets and festivals and we only traded on land, we wouldn't need all the bags of cushions and things like that, and we wouldn't need all that storage because it would be, made to order. So we could do away with all that.
I think you said that wrong. I think you said if we didn't trade at markets and festivals and only traded on land.
Oh, online. I was meant to
I'm
say.
sure that's what you said.
Oh, well, I may have done. Yeah, if we only traded online, then we wouldn't need to have any of that stock under the table or anything in the bedroom. We would just have one bag of cushions.
Yeah.
With cushion inserts. That would be it. Some cushion inserts. That would be the only thing that we stored, and life would be a lot simpler and a lot less cluttered. The boat would be a lot lighter.
Yep.
And we'd be a lot more organised.
Yeah.
Because, trust me, this is chaos. But it's our chaos, isn't it?
You wouldn't change it though, would you?
No, I wouldn't change it. The only thing I would change is maybe being able to sell more online and not do as much at markets. And then I could get rid of a lot of this from under the table and everywhere else, because the thing with that as well is that when you're storing stuff like that, it stops air circulation, and then you start getting damp and then you get mould and things like that because the air can't circulate round. So over the winter time that's an issue. Through summertime it's warmer and it's airy, the windows are always open and the stock is always in and out, so we don't have a problem. But through winter time, when it's under there and just stays there, that's when we start getting problems, isn't it?
Yeah.
So but there we go. That's Lady Brian. I mean, I'm not going to show you the outside because you've seen the outside of Lady Brian many times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need to see that. But
It's too cold, go out.
Yeah, that wind's picked up and it is going cooler now. But if you've got any questions about what you've seen, or we haven't shown you something that you wanted to know, drop them down in the comments box. We will try and start answering your questions.
Well,
now.
we are going to be doing a Q&A in the next couple of weeks. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the box. And when we do our Q&A, we'll answer them for you there. We've got a couple of questions so far, but we've got to wait till we've enough questions before we can do another.
At the time of recording this now, we are still waiting for our grandchild to be born.
Yes.
Hopefully, by the time you're watching this video, our grandchild will be born.
Fingers crossed.
So everything will be kind of less stressful and less chaotic.
And there'll be lots of baby spams.
Yeah, but we can start answering comments and things should calm down a bit more, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's the plan. Anyway, I think we've bored you enough for this week. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We've really appreciated your support. Remember, give us that thumbs up, hit the like button, tell your friends, tell your family all about us. Just get them to subscribe. It costs us nothing, but it helps us out. It puts us out to other people, and if more people find out about us, then it helps the business grow. And if the business grows, then we can make some more money and we can carry on living, can't we? So,
yes.
You know, everything helps. But for now, enjoy your weekend that's coming up. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.